Hi guys, this video is a warning to people who are modding their Fallout 4 game, and a bit of an apology actually, because I probably should have already made such a video. I've been showing you how to mod your game, and I've been showing you how to several mods you can use to do that, and I've not given you any advice on whether or not you should mod and which mods you should use. And that is probably a big mistake. All things considered, there are probably a lot of people new to modding, all excited and trying things out randomly. And I'm sort of just take it for granted that people are being careful. And that is almost certainly a mistake on my part. Modding your game will always have risks. It will always have risks. And at this very early stage, I mean, I'm making this video, it's been 3 weeks since the game was out and we don't even have any official tools. Well, it's a hell of a lot more dangerous. And by dangerous, I don't mean it's going to set fire to your house or something like that, but you might corrupt your save game. It is possible. And this is especially true of certain types of mods and mods that were created with certain tools, or at least it seems to be the case. I'm not going to weigh in on the dangers of each individual tool. There are enough experts throwing arguments at each other, and most of them probably know a damn sight more than I do. Several of them definitely know more than I do, and I will leave it to them to decide. However, you guys should probably be aware that there is such a discussion, and there are mods, and I can tell you now, there are mods that will cause problems, especially if you uninstall them after you've played with them for a while. There are some mods that are safer than others. So for example, mods that just replace textures are probably dead safe. Tweaks to certain values, small UI changes, things like that, probably safe. However, the more complicated the more the mod changes. Mods that change the world space, that type of thing, again, the risk just goes up. Now, the risk will get lower and lower as the modding community gets more mature and we get access to the official tools, but it will never truly go away. And this should be something you bear in mind whenever you're modding. You're doing it at your own risk. It's kind of like if you sign up for the beta for Fallout 4. There is a beta right now. And they do warn you, back up your saves. Back up your saves before trying this. And what they're saying to you is, you might try this, play for 20 hours, then we will revert it or release a new patch, and your save game won't work. And you will have to go back to the one you had 20 hours ago. The same is true of mods. So bear that in mind. Always consider that. Decide if you want to use these mods at this early stage. And if you just want to test a mod out for a few hours, load up an old save, install the mod, do it the other way around actually. Install the mod, load up an old save, try it out, play around with it, but your main save, don't touch it, or for anything you think might be an issue. This is especially true if you think you're just going to play with the mod for a while and then remove it. Removing mods tends to be the more dangerous operation, believe it or not. Now, I'm making this video in the early hours of the morning. It's very late at night here, 3 AM, and I'm doing so primarily because I released episode 3 of my Fallout 4 Mod Vault series, and in that video I covered one mod that was created with a tool that does have some controversy surrounding it, and this particular mod has had quite a few people suggest it will corrupt your save. Again, most of them seem to be suggesting it corrupted it once they uninstalled the mod. But again, I cannot confirm this as being true or deny it. And without an absolute concrete, without any concrete evidence, I'm very, very reluctant to pass judgment. And I do hope you understand that. I was briefly thinking about removing the video and then removing that mod, and then changed my mind because, of course, as I've said, every single mod you install, there is some risk. and I can't be saying that every single mod I show you is risk-free. I did, however, put an annotation over that mod saying this mod was created using this particular tool, and it's a warning that the mod author did put on his front page, so I feel safe in putting that warning, and you should then decide whether or not you are going to use that particular tool. I mean, mods made with that particular tool, obviously. Now, at the same time, please don't panic, run off and start ripping mods out left, right and centre. In fact, that might actually be the worst thing you can do. A lot of the mods that you're using are probably completely safe. In fact, I would say if it doesn't have an ESP, you can pretty much not even think about it at the moment. It's a non-issue. As far as I know, there are no script-based mods, and I have yet to hear of a texture mod or a sound mod, you know, a mod that just replaces the textures for a weapon causing any problems. Hey, who knows? Maybe one day. But at the moment, the vast majority of the mods are probably fine. Just be warned, be careful. Whenever you install a mod, read the front page, read the comments, see what other people are saying. And if you're at all nervous, for example, if it's your first playthrough, you're halfway through the game and you don't want to lose your progress, let other people use the new mods. When a new mod comes out, give it a couple of weeks, let everyone else beta test it basically, let them iron the kinks out, and then you can use it once you're absolutely sure there have been no reports. And again, I do apologise for not having covered this subject earlier and for not noticing that this particular mod might have issues. I probably should have. No, I definitely should have noticed that. I got a little carried away in my excitement, and I've got to be careful. I do realise I'm no longer able to just go wild and nuts and try every single mod. Well, I can still do that, and I'm going to try every single mod that's out there. But of course, if I show them to you, you're going to see that as my tacit approval that this mod is dead safe. I mean, I can never say that anyway. I can never promise you that, and I may actually start making disclaimers in my videos along that line. But at the same time, if there is a mod that is definitely known or at least suspected of being an issue, I think I should try not to cover it, and I'm going to try not to from now on. I will try to only cover mods that I'm pretty sure won't be an issue. I am going to leave the episode 3 up. I'm going to leave it with the warning. Again, I'm pretty comfortable with the warning because it's a warning that the mod author put on the front page of his own mod. But from now on, I may avoid those issues. I will try to get a better video than this done on this subject, and I will try and find out some better information for you, because there are a lot of mod authors out there who know a hell of a lot more than I do, and I tend to rely on their information, and I will try and find out, you know, what is going on and make a better video. This video, you can probably tell I've done a little, you know, in a hurry. It's very late at night, hence the reason I'm talking quietly. But I just thought it was pretty important that I get this out there as soon as possible. So if you have decided to try this mod completely unaware of the fact that you may cause issues, you don't lose too much time on your save. Okay? Thank you for listening, and again, my apologies for not covering this subject earlier. Oh, and I'm going to leave a link down below to a thread where you can see a discussion about one of the tools that is contentious, and hopefully that will help you make your own mind up.